Tonight, state police are investigating a shootout between Houma police and an armed man that left one person hurt.
As Mike McDaniel explains, what started as a call for service turned into a long standoff between police and that armed man.
At least 36 evidence markers sat outside a home in Houma Tuesday morning after what state police report was a shooting involving a man and police.
At least, I'm saying about 50, 60 rounds, if not more.
LaTerrence Harris lives across the street from the home in the 200 block of Polk Street. That's where Houma police were called to about an armed man involved in a domestic disturbance Monday night. Harris got a knock on the door from police.
And he asked us to leave for maybe an hour. And me and my daughter left out the back door and got in the truck. And by the time we made it to the driveway, they started firing off at each other.
State police say shortly after officers got there, 51-year-old Gary Van Leuven started shooting. 3 Houma officers shot back. Van Leuven, who had been shot, then barricaded himself inside. Harris and his 10-year-old daughter spent the next 5 hours in his truck.
I didn't know if it was a hostage situation, if there was people being held in the house.
Shelly Matrana does a lot of community work and doesn't live too far from where the shooting happened.
I just knew city blocks were being blocked off and no one was able to get into their homes at this time.
After what state police describe as a lengthy standoff, the suspect surrendered and was taken to the hospital. State police say no officers were injured and no one else was inside the home when officers got here.
It's a daily now, like every day we're waking up to new events.
Growing up in Houma, Matrana says whatever the circumstances, crime seems to happen more frequently.
It's scary, this is our hometown. We have a family business here, and we just don't know what the day has in store sometimes.
A crime lab team was on the scene for hours, collecting evidence and taking pictures of the house, shot out car windows, and all those evidence markers. Watching it happen from his porch, Harris is still in disbelief.
He's a cool dude. Like, I talked to him about his cars, he talked to me about my dogs, but I guess you never know what people are going through,
Or know how close a shootout can happen to your front door. In Houma, Mike McDaniel, Eyewitness News.
Now, state police are saying Van Leuven will be booked with a list of charges once he is released from the hospital.